In this video, we're replacing and unboxing the LED light bar kit for Jeep Wrangler 2013. The product manual. The wiring harness and control switch. The LED lights. The light brackets. The mounting screws, nuts, and washers. The hex key adjustment tool. The following tools are used for installing the LED light bar. Medium-sized 17mm short socket. Medium-sized ratcheting wrench. The test light. 10mm wrench. Diagonal cutters. Zip ties. First, grab the bracket. Choose the larger bolt and slide it in from the top. Then slide a larger flat washer on from the bottom. Next, choose a larger flat washer. Then install according to the order. Then thread on the larger nut. The lower bolt assembly on the bracket is done. Now let's assemble the light. From the back of the light, we can see there are two holes. Drop the smaller nuts into those holes. Here's how it looks after the nuts are in place. Next, line up the bracket with the groove on the light. As you slide it in, we'll notice one side of the bracket is recessed, and the other side is raised. We connect the bracket with the recessed side toward the front of the light. Once the bracket is on, we take the smaller screws out. Install a lock washer first. Then install a flat washer. Line it up with the side hole and thread the screw in. We can use the hex key for leverage while tightening. Install the other side as the same way. The screw, the lock washer, the flat washer. Line it up and thread it in. The bracket is adjustable. Just loosen the two screws on the sides and adjust the bracket, then lock it down. Install the other light and bracket using the same method. Here's how it looks after both lights are assembled. We're using a Jeep Wrangler as the example. Now we need to install the lights in a suitable position. This vehicle has already installed brackets, so we'll install on the bracket. These brackets were added separately. Please buy them for your vehicle if available. Choose the suitable mounting position based on the vehicle. Remove the nut and washer from the bottom of the bracket. Line up the hole and slide the screw through. Once the screw is through, install the washer and nut in order. Install the flat washer, lock washer, and nut. We can make small adjustments to the bracket before tightening. Use the medium-sized 17mm short socket with a medium ratcheting wrench to tighten the nut. Install the other side the same way. Here's how it looks after both lights are mounted. Now let's move to how to install the wiring harness. Pop the hood latch and open the hood. Prop the hood open with the support rod. Now take out the wiring harness. And separate the switch wires. After separating the main harness, we'll see 3 small wires. The red one goes to battery positive. The black one goes to battery negative. The white one goes to ACC power. Next, route and organize the harness based on the location of battery and fuse box. First, make sure the routing path of the harness, according to the vehicle. Check the general harness installation position. After confirming the general routing position, then secure the relay. We'll see a bracket on top of the relay. We can use a mounting screw to secure the bracket, according to our need. This time, we're using zip ties to secure. Find a proper spot and zip tie it down. Now route the main harness. Follow the engine harness. Then use zip ties to secure it. Then route the wiring according to the wiring harness. During the cable management process, arrange the headlight connectors based on the installation positions of the headlights. Keep using zip ties to secure the harness during route, leaving some extra space for the wires. Continue to secure according to the main engine harness. If there's extra length, bundle it together and zip tie it. After everything is secured, trim the excess zip ties with diagonal cutters. Now let's install the light switch harness. Route it along the main harness as well. Route the switch connector harness toward the driver's side firewall. Feed it through an existing grommet into the cabin. Pull the harness through. Put the switch connector harness behind the lower dashboard panel on the driver's side. Feed it through an opening hole in the panel. And pull it out from below. Connect the switch to the harness. Make sure the arrows on both ends line up. Then hide the harness. Now pick a good position for the switch. Peel off the adhesive backing and stick it in place.
Rotate the switch harness and secure it with zip ties.
Trim the excess zip ties with diagonal cutters. Use a test pen to locate the ACC power fuse. Clip one end of the alligator clip to the negative ground. Then use the indicator light to touch both ends of the fuse. If the indicator light turns on, it means that the fuse has power even when the vehicle is not powered on. During the search, if you find that the test pen does not light up at either end of a fuse, it means those fuses have no power when the vehicle is off. Next, turn the key and measure again. We will find that the fuses which did not light up earlier now illuminate the indicator light. This means that these fuses are the ACC power sources that are activated when the key is turned on. At the same time, please note that these ACC fuses are not related to the normal driving or safety of the vehicle. Once you have found the fuse, remove the test pen. Then remove the fuse puller included in the fuse box. And remove the fuse you just identified. Wrap the white wire around one contact end of the fuse. Then reinsert the fuse. Return the fuse puller to its place. And close the fuse box cover. Using a 10mm wrench, remove the fixing screw of the positive battery terminal. Connect the red wire to the positive terminal and tighten it back with a fixing nut. And use the 10mm wrench to tighten it. Use the same tool to remove the fixing nut of the negative battery terminal. Connect the black wire to the negative terminal and install the nut. After installation, organize and hide the wiring. Once all the wiring is installed, connect the headlight connectors by aligning the grooves and plugging them in. Remove the hood prop rod. Close the engine cover and lock the hood latch. Next, let's move to how to use the light switch. There are two buttons on the switch. The top DRL button is for daytime running light mode. The bottom button is for headlight mode. The top DRL button has two modes that can be switched to 2-motion and features a memory function. After turning on the vehicle power, press the button shortly can turns on white light. Press the button shortly again can switch to amber light. Press the button for ling time can turn off the light. For the bottom headlight button, press the button shortly can turns on the light. Press the button shortly again can turn off the light. The daytime running lights and headlights can also be used together. Turn on the white DRL mode. switch the DRL to amber light mode. Turn off the DRL. Turn on the headlights. Turn off the headlights. Turn on both headlights and DRLs at the same time. The amber DRL mode. The white DRL mode. Turn off all lights.